How to remove items from your credit report. Materials provided by Genesis Financial Management. First things first. Have you pulled your credit report? In order to know who your creditor is and how to contact them, pull your credit report. This is especially helpful if you no longer are receiving statements from the creditor. You can use the following sites to pull a free credit report from: annualcreditreport.com, creditkarma.com, and quizzle.com. Is the item eligible for removal? In order to remove a debt from your credit report, you have to make sure the debt is eligible for dispute in the first place. Here are the qualifiers. The debt doesn't belong to you either because of identity theft or error. The debt was paid off and the balance is still showing up on your credit report. It's been more than 7 years since you defaulted on the debt and it's still on your report. Please note that you cannot and should not dispute any debt that's legitimately yours and within the 7-year range. Contact the creditors to verify. If you believe that an error was made on your credit profile, contact the creditor and explain that they made an error placing the item on your report. Ask them to voluntarily remove the item. If the creditor insists that the debt is yours, request verification of the debt in writing and by certified mail. If they cannot provide you with proof of the debt, you can easily dispute it. What is a dispute? It's a written letter informing the credit reporting agency that there's an error on your report. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, each consumer has a right to dispute negative information that is inaccurate on their report. In your dispute, you should include the following: copies of the documents that support your position, your complete name and address, clearly identify each item that's being disputed, state the facts as to why the item needs to be removed. Here's a sample dispute letter. The dispute process. Credit reporting companies must investigate the items in question, usually within 30 days, unless they consider your dispute frivolous. They must forward all the relevant data you provide about the inaccuracy to the organization that provided the information. The provider receives notice of a dispute from the credit reporting company. It must investigate, review the relevant information, and report the results back to the credit reporting company. If they find that the disputed information is inaccurate, it must notify all 3 nationwide credit reporting companies so that they can correct the information in your file. When the investigation is complete, the credit reporting company must give you the results in writing and a free copy of your report if the dispute results in a change. If an item is changed or deleted, the credit reporting company cannot put the disputed information back in your file unless the information provided verifies that it is accurate and complete. Make sure to send your letter by certified mail, return receipt requested, so that you can document what the credit reporting company received. Keep your copies of your dispute letters and enclosures. Where to mail dispute letters. Remember that you must mail the dispute letter to each credit bureau that is reporting the inaccuracy. Here is the mailing dispute letter address for Equifax. This is for Experian. And this is for TransUnion. Prefer to dispute online? You can dispute online. However, understand that when you dispute online, you cannot include any material that might be proof of your claim. You can go directly to each credit bureau website. Here are the following addresses: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You can also use the following websites to dispute. You can go on to myfico.com, creditkarma.com, and quizzle.com. With Credit Karma and Quizzle, you can both pull your credit report and dispute items from their website. The only downside is that they only represent a specific credit bureau, so you'll have to contact the other credit bureaus in order to clear it off. Follow up on your dispute. Credit Bureau is required to investigate your dispute and will usually do so within 30 to 45 days of receiving the notification of the dispute. In most cases, the Bureau will send information about the inaccuracy to the company or organization that provided the information, such as the credit card issuer or the mortgage lender. The company will investigate the dispute and report back to the Credit Bureau. If your dispute is successful, the company is required to provide you with the correction of each credit bureau it reports to. The credit bureau you filed the dispute with also has to report the results back to you and include a free credit report. If you haven't heard back about your dispute within a month, you can contact the credit bureau and follow up. Questions, comments, concerns? If you have any additional questions and wish to speak to one of our personal financial counselors, please call us at 877-202-9246 or visit us at www.urgfm.org.